you understand?
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
It's not enough. People are willing to take the risk. It's sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Friends, the time for mediocrity and broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you are tuned in to the Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock. Online at TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at TonyJonesNRI. Be sure to go to RIFreeradio.org for all your web entertainment needs. Kicking things off with the unfortunately now defunct Colorblind, Flood of Swine, the track you've just heard. As always, with me in studio, DJ Psycho Eddie, meticulously preparing for his program a little bit later on this evening. If you're catching us live, or be sure to go to rifreeradio.org. Look for My Night Out Radio. Big weekend for you, DJ Psycho Eddie, wrapping up the big Metal Fest. And I hear you had quite a few hot wieners.
Actually, no. I avoided the hot wieners this week. After George's bachelor show, I indulged. This week, I actually hit up the Northern Barbecue Company. It's a food truck, which was actually conveniently parked right in the parking lot. And the brisket, I can only say, is orgasmic.
Orgasmic brisket in Providence. Quite the 5-star review from DJ Psycho Eddie here on the Tony Jones Show. You're hearing it first. And other hospitality news, our friend Jason Wu is going to be breaking off into his own pub.
JW Pub.
Which is incidentally in walking distance of our studio here and in walking distance of your house.
Actually, from his place to the studio is twice the different distance that it is from his place to my house. So I'm calling it stumbling distance.
That's going to be fun, and that's all I can say about that. That's going to be a good time. But let's get to our in-studio guest, who is Travis Landry. You know him from PBS's Antique Alley, and I remember Chuckles the Clown actually chasing the Antiques Alley folks around once at South Coast Toy and Comic Show. You may know him from the Travel Channel's Toy Hunter. He's currently with Bruno and Company Auctioneers. Travis, glad you could be here.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Tony.
As I am a lifelong collector. At one point, I think that I was probably a handful of comic books away from being on the show Hoarders. And then my girlfriend moved in with me, and we had to move some of that stuff out. Or
oh, no.
I was told that I had to move some of that stuff out.
That's horrible advice. Horrible advice.
So how long have you been working with collectibles, and how did you get your start with all this stuff?
I mean, I've been involved with antiques and collectibles my entire life. My parents are big-time collectors of Americana and American antiques and decorative arts, and that's what got me started. But the toys and everything, that's just what I was passionate about as a kid. I mean, I think I was the only kid I know at 8 years old. I'd open a toy and then just put it on a shelf. I wouldn't even touch it. That shows you how strange of an individual. But
or buy two, one to open and one to not open.
Yeah, exactly. One to play with and one just to keep in the box. That's the golden rule. But just been a collector my entire life. I was a senior in high school. I got cast to go on Travel Channel's Toy Hunter, and that was a blast for 3 years.
Nice.
And now I work with Bruno & Co. in Rhode Island Comic Con, and I'm the director of their toy department, and we put on biannual toy and comic auctions, and we have a really big one coming up this year at Rhode Island on the Sunday of the Comic Con.
So a different vibe from a live auction and folks who normally just purchase stuff online through eBay and Amazon. Talk about that a little bit, the excitement of a live auction as opposed to just simply clicking through eBay all day.
Oh, well, there's no better environment. I mean, you're in a room with, anywhere from 100 to 300 people, and everybody's there, and most of the time you get a group of people that want the same item. Well, at the end of the day, they're looking at each other in the room, and only one person's going home with that Han Solo. So the auction's a very emotion-packed, action-packed environment that really brings a whole different type of shopping experience versus eBay or just sitting on a laptop at home. It's very exciting. It's like a thrill to shopping.
Are there any events that I was always a big fan of the South Coast Toy and Comic Show, which unfortunately didn't take place this past year, but are there any events that you particularly are, after doing this for a while, just excited to get out to?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it comes to a point where now I mostly go to the shows all for work, but and also just for pleasure. I mean, Rhode Island Comic Con, right in the home state, that's a great show. Hartford Comic Con's a local show that's really good. I mean, you go to the big ones, you go to New York Comic Con, you go to San Diego, any of the big guys. And personally, I've always been a Transformers fan. And up until this year, BotCon used to exist, which actually came to Providence in 2007 for only Transformers. But those are a couple of the shows I like to go to.
It's just amazing to see, again, as a lifelong collector, how these things have blown up. I mean, if you would have said to me 10, 15 years ago, there's going to be a Comic-Con in Rhode Island, it's going to be huge, I would probably laugh you out of the studio, right? Now it's insane.
What type of comics did you have, Tony?
I hate to admit that I was more on the cheesy side of things, so I always liked Archie, Beetle Bailey. There may have been a few little Lulus in my collection. I mean, speaking of Americana, I just always liked the cheesiest stuff possible.
It's okay. Then you're not missing out on much money because unfortunately, those are the books today that you're better off starting a fire with for the most part.
Those are the books where you're looking through them at a con or a flea market, and the guy kind of just says, "You can take those."
Yeah. Yeah. Do you go to a lot of flea markets and stuff?
Yeah,
Do a lot of bargain hunting?
Yeah. We we had a flea market right here in our complex, and now we have an estate sale in the front of complex here, and some great bargains around here just because it's off the beaten path, so it's not your Jewett City or your Seekonk. It's people who come down here to sell really are they have some very unique items, and it's cool to see them come through. Unfortunately, the flea over here didn't last very long, but it was great to also having access to the building, having first look to the items that were coming through, because I had a key to get back there. We're going to spin a few tunes, and we'll talk with Travis throughout the hour. I want to get to the fact that with the internet, as much as we love it and it allows us to do what we're doing here today, everybody is now, quote unquote, an expert on everything, but most importantly, with today's subject, toys, comics, and collectibles. So we'll talk about that with Travis in just a bit, but before that, we'll get back down to the local music. Here's a little adapter right here on the Tony Jones Show. Ain't That Lovin' You Baby? You heard it here first.
Swim to the bank and crawl right home to you. I ain't that loving you, baby. I ain't that loving you, baby. I say, well, ain't that loving you, baby. I ain't that loving you, baby. I say, well, ain't that loving you, baby. I bet you don't even know my name. Down deep, but my spirit will rise to you. I ain't that loving you, baby. I ain't that loving you, baby. I say, well, ain't loving you, baby. I ain't that loving you, baby. I say, well, ain't loving you, baby. But you don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. everything we had and walk away like it ain't that bad. But it's alright, I can stand the pain. But the price we pay ain't what's on the tag. Oh, baby, I'm standing by your side. 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 A love that hurt is worth the work. I'm standing by your side. I'm standing by your side. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how long I gotta wait. I don't care what I got to do. The only thing I want, baby, is just to be with you. Standing by your side. Standing by your side. Standing by your side. Standing by your side.
Standing by Your Side, the name of that one, getting a little soulful here on the Tony Jones Show. The mighty, the legendary Mr. Lee Fields, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Be sure to go to TonyJones.org and RIFreeRadio.org. Of course, if you're catching us live, we do check the social media throughout the broadcast, so get a hold of us there. If you're in a band or you'd like to be in studio, TonyJones.org or RIFreeRadio.org, click on the contact page, get a hold of me. We're here each and every week if you want to come down, and if you've got some music, we will get it in rotation here. DJ Psycho Eddie's here, and speaking of rotation, DJ Psycho Eddie, I heard from a gentleman, and this dovetails perfectly into the subject I want to get into with Travis. The internet. I heard from a young man. He's in Fiji. He's a big punk rock fan. He listens to the Tony Jones Show and to My Night Out Radio each and every week to hear American music.
Yeah.
First of all, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, having several college degrees, I had to open up the old atlas and find out where Fiji was. It's a little tiny dot on the map there, the little island, and I said, man, the internet is just so cool. Not just for pornography, not just for stock quotes, but because of the amazing stuff that's happening with alternative media and internet broadcasting, which we have been on the forefront of. But there's a downside to that. And Travis is here. He is currently with Bruno and Company Auctioneers. They're going to have a big auction at Rhode Island Comic-Con coming up. Everybody, Travis, thinks they're an expert because they did a Google search and they found a comic book, and it was $4 on the Google search, and now they're an expert. Talk a little bit about that. This must be something that you're facing each and every day in your profession.
That is the most frustrating thing that I face probably 50 times a day. I can't even exaggerate. It's horrible. And I don't feel so much bad for the people that are claiming they're the experts, but the people that are claiming the experts buying from other people. Right. Now, I wasn't alive for the pre-internet and pre-Antiques Roadshow realm of dealing antiques, but supposedly back then, as my boss would like to call it, it was a very joyous time of buying because you had the experts, you had the antique people, and then you had everybody else. Well, now with TV, which sadly I helped corrupt people with thinking they were experts in toys on Toy Hunter, but with all these reality shows and with eBay, everybody sees something and they think, oh, that's what I have, and it's worth $1 million. It's like, as Kevin always puts it, with Antiques Roadshow, when that came out, it was like when you would see a high boy for, $500,000, everybody thought their grandfather's bureau was worth $500,000. But it can be frustrating, but you just got to separate yourself and be like, no, this is what it actually is.
I've been a long-time collector of tiki items, and I remember scrapping through and digging through boxes to find these items, and now I can buy them in bulk, on eBay. Yeah,
that was the big change, is that things that were once considered rare may not be necessarily rare anymore. I mean, a prime example, even with comics, when you think high-end comics, Amazing Fantasy 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man. Well, that everyone thinks, oh, that's one of the holy grails. That's crazy. Well, now if you have the pocket change of, $20,000, $30,000, you can go buy any one of 15 or 20 that are always available on eBay.
Yeah.
It's the internet has changed the whole world for better and worse. As a seller, it gives you a huge advantage because, like, for the auction in Rhode Island, you don't need to be at Rhode Island Comic Con to bid. You can bid from anywhere around the world. We're live in Asia, we're live in Europe, and we're live on 4 websites alone in the United States. So on that aspect, the internet has changed a lot because you're no longer selling to the people of Rhode Island or West Warwick. You're selling to the world all the time.
Is there a way that folks can, I guess both buyers and sellers, can kind of hedge against getting ripped off, in your opinion?
Yeah, the best thing I would do, whether you're a seller or a buyer, you bring it to the people who know. If I was sitting at home right now with 3 yard boxes of 10 and 12 cent comics, I wouldn't say, oh, let me go get the first ad off Craigslist that I buy comics. That's not, you know what I mean?
Right.
You have to go to a trusted source, and whoever that may be, like what we do. A lot of people can sign our collections to the auction house and to Rhode Island Comic Con, and we advertise them to the world, and that's the best, because when you're selling to someone, you're setting a price. When you sell at auction, I always say that's the seller's best option, because we don't make money unless you make money, as we work off a commission, and also the sky's the limit. You're not setting yourself to a price.
Now, I've been on the other side of this, vending at cons, and I had a witness back me up on this because I wanted to make sure I wasn't going nuts. So there's a guy who would go booth to booth. He would dig through the comics. Then he would dog-ear one. Then he would come back an hour later and say, hey, this one's dog-eared. Can I buy it for $1?
Yeah.
Unbelievable that, and I'm as cheap as they come, but unbelievable that someone would go through that much to save a couple bucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate to say it, but the antiques world and a lot of people, it's filled with not the best people sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't go around bending other people's comic books. It's horrible.
Yeah, I think the term you're looking for is degenerates.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Thank
Shysters?
you. Yeah, shysters, degenerates,
scumbags. Take your pick.
Yeah, I was trying to say the.
Try to be nice about it.
Yeah,
sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
Your name is not Willy Wonka. You don't have to sugarcoat it here.
You're right. Scumbags and degenerates. Unfortunately, that's the truth.
Well, let's head back down to some music with one of my favorite bands in the history of music, for that matter. We're going to hear You're the Devil in Disguise. This is from the remixed Misfits Project 1950. You heard it here on The Tony Jones Show.
You look like an angel. Walk like an angel. Talk like an angel. But I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. You fooled me with your kisses. You cheated and you schemed. Heaven knows how you lied to me. You're not the way you seem. You look like an angel. Walk like an angel. Talk like an angel. But I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. I thought that I was in heaven, but I was sure surprised. Heaven help me, I didn't see the devil in your eyes. You look like an angel. Walk like an angel. Talk like an angel. But I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yes you are. Devil in disguise. Oh yes you are. Take it. Like an angel, walk like an angel, talk like an angel, but I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yes you are, 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 devil in disguise. Oh, devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. Oh, devil in disguise. Hearts and fireworks to my brain. The very first time you called my name, then when you said you got me, I knew you liked me for eternity. I dig my baby, and my baby takes me, shakes the one for me. I'm the one for she. We go together like a humming and lily. The most I love on the boat of Ouija, just like Gomez and Morticia. Can't tell, I'm not even with this. I dig my baby, and my baby takes me, shakes the one for me. I'm the one for she. Get it.
Well, I remember growing up, all the parents that I played
was rough. My mama said I was different. Conceived by Satan, it was a ghost town done by. Now here I am, still drinking away. When a young lady came and sat next to me, she said, "Hey, are you the devil's boy?" I turned my head, she stopped dead on the floor. It was the ghost town done by.
Ghost Town Gunfight, the name of that one, the Gorgons, right here on the Tony Jones Show. Before that, the Rhythm Coffin, a band, DJ Psycho Eddie, that you introduced me to.
Yeah, out of California.
My Baby Digs Me, the name of that one. And then before that, we heard from the almighty, recently, just for one night, reunited The Misfits, You're the Devil in Disguise, the name of that track off of the remixed Project 1950. The Gorgons, Ghost Town Gunfight, something you probably are only going to hear here on the Tony Jones Show, as it is mighty, mighty obscure. Now I have Travis Landry in studio. He's a pop culture expert. He is the toy director. He's also an auctioneer for Bruno and Company Auctioneers. They're going to have a live comic toy collectible auction at Rhode Island Comic Con on November 13th. I'll be there. DJ Psycho Eddie will be there. Obviously, Travis will be there. But that brings me into something that I find very interesting as a lifelong collector, a lifelong picker. What is the most obscure item that has come across your desk, for lack of a better term, that you said, holy cow, this is this?
Most obscure, not so much just value, but just something absolutely crazy?
Both, actually.
Well, for something that's absolutely crazy that you probably would not expect to be collectible would be something called Magic Fingers. Mm-hmm. Do you know what Magic Fingers are?
No, that sounds like a store that's down the street from, but that's something completely different.
It might actually be. No, it might be very similar. So Magic Fingers it was from the 50s, 60s, 70s. I mean, you still find them today in some old motels in like the Midwest, but it was a big red button that would be under a mattress in motels, and a little wire would run out, and there'd be a little quarter machine. You put a quarter in, it would vibrate the bed for about 25, 30 minutes. That is probably one of the craziest and those are worth a couple $100.
And probably many a wedding night in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. That was a part of their wedding night.
Exactly. So Magic Fingers, something probably the most obscure, and I'd say maybe the most valuable thing that I've seen. That's a really tough question. Would probably be for toy-wise. We actually set a record in the last toy auction. We sold the highest graded example of a Star Wars 12-back Chewbacca. It was graded a 90, and that sold for a little over $6,000.
Wow.
And what the funny story about that is, so when I was on Toy Hunter, I had sold a set of Star Wars 12-backs. Those are the first 12 original figures that came out in 1978. I had sold them to someone for $25,000 on the show with Jordan, and 2.5 years later, the guy came back to me to sell them, and when he put them at auction, he actually got $47,000.
Wow!
So he almost doubled on his original investment. So that was a really good day. So that value-wise, that's what really shocked me to believe that's $24 retail back in 1978.
That's awesome.
So imagine if everybody would have made that investment.
Again, I think of all the wrestling figures and G.I. Joes that I just literally blew up in my backyard with salutes and cherry bombs, and I mean, they're probably worth money. That's everybody must struggle with that. Or I buried in the backyard for some reason.
What we always say is never throw anything away,
right?
Because usually it's what you think is junk and garbage. Like, oh, that can't be worth anything. No, that's what's worth the money.
Hot Wheel City. I had a great Hot Wheel City, and for some reason I just decided that this Hot Wheel City as a 10, 11, 12-year-old boy needed to be destroyed. And now I take a stroll through Toy Vault and I see that exact same item for hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yep. It's hard. It's horrible to think, especially for things that it's not even like, oh, I can understand that's a 150-year-old chair. I can see why that's no, these were $1, $2 toys that didn't even come out not even 50 years ago. For some really, they're only 20, 30 years old.
I see that with Ninja Turtle items. That I just destroyed as a kid. Also, for some reason, huge markup there of things that I drop kicked.
The biggest example now for like that development in the market, we always talk about that at work. It's like, oh, what's going to be valuable in the future?
Yeah.
And antiques and toys especially are very cyclical, and toys are predictable because it's all based on who grew up with it.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason right now on the rise, like Power Rangers, 3-4 years ago, you could get the Mega. Everybody knows what a Power Ranger Megazord, I would hope. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
Yeah. So that was a toy sealed. You could have got for $30, $50.
Yeah.
Not even 5 years ago. Now it's $300. So it's crazy. You're right. The markup's crazy. The whole market's exploding.
There seems to be, I mean, in my just casual opinion, a good mix of folks out at conventions and shows age-wise. Are you seeing younger kids coming up and being into it?
Absolutely. And what I see that I actually absolutely love is when you see, like, you know, a 35 to 40-year-old father with their 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And he's just as into it as the kid is, if not more. And you see now what antiques were once generational, passing things down. Now you're passing down Captain America, Iron Man, Optimus Prime. And to see that is really cool. And it shows that the future, that pop culture isn't ending. It's something that's still growing today.
We're going to hear two from one of our favorite local bands up next as the Tony Jones Show continues. I speak of Blindside Thunder. This track, Slow, Hard, and Steady. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show.
21st century extroversion isn't enough to sell your soul. We can't deny it. No one wants you to behave. 21st century mass perversion was voted up online today. So tonight we come 'cause girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. You know we're watching. We're the audience you like. Put a sexy pic on your profile. Show them all how you've gone wild. So tonight we come 'cause girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. It's okay, it's safe, man, do it anyway. All day, get it stated, let those haters hate. Not your fault, it's a law, and we love you all. Keep score, get some more, take total control. They say it's not right for you to act this way online. But if the whole damn world is gonna try to cut girls and ladies shine, your most dangerous life. So tonight we come 'cause girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay, it's safe, and do it anyway. All day, get it stated, let those haters hate.
A little Down City Armory right here on the Tony Jones Show. Girls Love Digital, the name of that one. Before that, we heard two from Blindside Thunder, Blue Agave and Slow, Hard, and Steady. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show. Travis Landry in studio with me. He's with Bruno and Company Auctioneers. We're talking all things comic, collectibles, conventions. So, you know, I've been to a convention or two in my time, but I can only assume that from your side of things, you've seen some nutty, interesting, fun things go down at conventions. Tell us a little convention story.
Well, back to just touch back to what we were just talking about. We were at Hartford Comic Con advertising the toy auction coming up for Rhode Island, which is owned under Altered Reality Entertainment. So it's just nonchalant for me being there, working there, being around everybody. And one of the biggest draws to Comic Con is all the celebrities and all those people. So I'm walking through Hartford Comic Con, and here's Ryan Hurst, the guy from Sons of Anarchy. He's like the big headlining guest. But his handler, or the person helping him with all signatures and whatnot, is a really good friend of mine. I know him. So I give a nice big wave. Ryan Hurst gives a wave back, and I just play. I'm like, oh, I'm not waving to you. I'm waving to the guy behind you. And supposedly that offended him, I guess.
Well, you know, it's just the fact that people have been waving at him all day. He returns a wave to you, and you could care less.
Yeah. So, I mean, Comic-Con's crazy, and after hours are even crazier. I mean, it's just... It's such a blast, and you can't even imagine the things that happen. It's just, you got to go to experience it.
We were doing Rock and Shock one year, and I wanted to save some money, so I stayed at not the nice premier hotel at the Rock and Shock convention. I stayed at the Sleazy Hotel a couple towns over, and of course, half of the celebrities also decided to stay at the Sleazy hotels. So it was great. I got to have breakfast. They were probably just there for the free continental breakfast, but we all got to eat the next day, and I was thinking, I'm off the beaten path. Well, everybody had the same exact idea for the $50 a night hotel.
Yeah, I mean, these guys that get on the circuit, but they're just like everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody puts on their pants the same way.
And you can tell the folks who really are interested in being there, and for whatever reason they've really made the leap that they really love and respect their fans, and you can tell the folks that are there just because they have a mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. You can. And I mean, my thought philosophy behind it was like, oh, you're not famous unless you have fans. So you should be nice to all your fans, not, oh, give me $100 to sell. It's like 12-year-old girl walks up, oh, I love you on the TV show. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't take a picture of me unless $100.
Yeah, that's
it's like, I don't know, but it's business. It's work.
I'm a huge Andre the Giant fan, and I've become friendly with Tim White, who was a referee in WWE, and also he was Andre the Giant's handler. So he'll just occasionally and randomly tell me stories like, oh, in 1979, Andre the Giant got drunk in the hotel room. Nobody could move him, so they covered him with the piano cover. It's like, that's just like, folks just have these great nuggets of information from just being a part of it all these years.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what you see on the outside and what you see on TV isn't necessarily the reality at the end of the day. Everybody does a crazy, stupid thing at one point or another. I haven't had some, I've had some my finest moments at Comic-Con.
Unfortunately now, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, everybody, for the most part, has Facebook Live. So if someone has a real meltdown, it's going to get captured. And it's going to be on the internet in moments. Oh, yeah.
Trust me, I know that is a very scary thing today in society. Yeah, nothing's personal anymore. Everything just, boop, there it is online.
So unfortunately, we're starting to run out of time, but I want you to remind everybody what you have coming down the pipeline, how they get a hold of you at Bruno & Co. Auctioneers, and remind everybody about the live auction at Comic-Con on November 13th.
Yeah, so just say thank you, Tony, for having me. But so Bruno & Company Auctioneers, located at 63 4th Ave in Cranston, right off of Elmwood. And at Rhode Island Comic Con this year on Sunday, November 13th, we have a huge auction coming up of toys and comics. A lot of fun stuff that's going to be taking place during the convention, and we're going to be there all week. And it's just a lot of fun. But you can always come visit us right at the gallery. 4th Ave in Cranston.
So, is that the best way to get through if they have something they do want to consign or get a consultation on, or that
you can always just call us. That's the easiest thing. Call at 401-533-9980. You can send us an email. Just go to our website brunoandco.com. We're very easy to reach out to, and we help everybody. So just shoot us an email, send us a call. If you have a large collection, we're happy to go out to your home and take a visit and take a look at what you got and see what you have, if you have some money there.
And go down there and experience it in person 50% of the time, and then cruise eBay the other 50% of the time. Break up the monotony, right?
Exactly. And maybe if you're only into toys and you want to get a little bit of fine art and antique experience, October 29th coming up, we have an antique and fine arts auction at our gallery.
Excellent. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tony.
Unfortunately, we are just about out of time, but we will have one track up next. We're going to hear from Sonic Divide, King of Nothing. Be sure to go to TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/TonyJonesShow, at TonyJonesNRI on Twitter, and RIFreeRadio.org. Travis, thank you again.
Thank you so much, Tony.
And here's a little Sonic Divide to bring you out for the rest of the night. King of Everything. You heard it here on The Tony Jones Show. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Man with a 555 soul. I'm the 1111 when things start to get old. I'm the 444 and you're 01. Doesn't mean anything anymore. If 6 was 9, then I must be 3. I'm the them, those, the I, the U, and six-pointed star, Fibonacci. I'm the 111. 8 to infinity. I am the king of everything. I am the bird and its wings. I am the glory of the sunken ship. I am the crown of the eclipse. I'm your seven wonders, 7 stories high. I'm the 3.14 to your piece of the pie. I am the universe and I am the sky. I am the one to your but I'm always standing in your light. You're just trying to sleep, but I always wake you up to apologize. I'm sorry I don't laugh at the right time. From Monday to Tuesday, you don't have any fun. From Wednesday to Thursday, just gonna out for a run. Friday and Saturday, you're always getting drunk. And Sunday, you stay at home and never go to church.
Evil thoughts are not the same. Evil dudes you cannot blame. Ride the tide, but you can't hide. Seek the truth from deep inside. Hold the side, but will not tell. Hold the side, but will not sell. Ride the tide of lullaby. Seek the truth from deep inside. Do you feel the same? It's no one to blame. Hold the hand that beats. We the Lord that bleed. Dream and job, but don't give up. Keep your rule, then just look up. Follow the dreams, but never sight. Follow the rules, and you will die. Drop the top when I go home. Drink the drink until you fall. Not yourself, but never sight. Just hold your head up high. Do you feel the same? It's no one to blame. Hold the hand that beats. We the Lord that bleed. Do you feel the same? It's not one to blame. Hold the hand that beats. We the Lord that bleed. Do you feel the same? It's not one to blame. Hold the hand that beats. We the Lord that bleed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of My Night Out Radio, only on RI Free Radio, because I don't think anyone actually wants to pick me up in studio.
I don't want to pick you up.
I don't think anybody can, actually.
or I could pick you up by saying, "How you doing?"
As you can tell, there are more voices than just me and Tony this week.
And they're not just in your head, Ed.
Oh, the voices are always in my head. They're telling me to stay home and clean the pots and pans. In studio this week, we have Marlon Genus, and Kat Cahill. That's right. We have guests this week, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to start off with, as usual, food. I'm a fat guy. We got to go down this road. But before that, the beverage of the evening. We're doing the Guinness Draft this week.
Wow.
I got a selection of shots on the table, which, of course, you can't see. But, like I said, back to food. First one I got to talk about is the Northern Barbecue Company. I'm actually salivating talking about it. That's how good it was. It's a food truck. It's actually a trailer, but not a truck. But they were at the Metal Fest 3 this week. They had a brisket sandwich. I can only describe it as orgasmic. It was so good.
Oh, my goodness.
They also had a pulled pork sandwiches, chicken, barbecue chicken. It was out of this world. I will post up at some point the website so you can follow them around. They're on Twitter. They're on Facebook. But, again, Northern Barbecue Company. The other barbecue company, which I actually had someone go there for me because I just didn't have time this weekend, is the Preppy Pig. There's two of them. Wow. One in Jamestown, one in Warren, Rhode Island. They have a beef brisket, which is amazing. I gave Tony the menu over there, and
Yeah,
he's still
I'm
drooling
looking at
all
the
over it.
menu, and I'm thinking about how great the prices are, too. I mean, this is...
Yeah, I mean, you can get a half pound of brisket for only like $6-7, something like that. Oh, wow. Or you can get enough food for like 6 or 7 people for about $100. Which, if you're going to take 6 people out for dinner,
So enough for the two of us?
yeah, so that's about it. Third and final place that I'm going to talk about is Donahue's Pizza. We've talked about them before. And I know Tony's going to sing We Don't Make Friends with Salad. However, they had a Greek salad and an Italian salad. It's got more meat than lettuce in it, and it was absolutely amazing. 2 salads and a large pizza fed 4 people. And we were there was actually pizza left over. And it's right down here in West Warwick. You got to look them up. Donahue's Pizza. A little bit of a place. It was originally Kingston Pizza. But I'm going to talk really fast about this because Kat went to a place that Tony likes.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you remember the name? Because I do.
I can't pronounce it.
Trattoria Romana.
Yes. My boyfriend Metro took me last night, and it was the best food in the world. Like, it was heaven in
What did
my
you
mouth.
have?
I had lobster mac and cheese, and he had, oh my goodness, he had a veal. It was a veal that is like a common veal.
Veal piccata?
Nope. Say another one.
Parmesan?
Nope. Say another one.
Saltimbocca?
Yes,
Marsala?
that's the one. Saltimbocca.
We could
And
do
he's
this the
at
whole
home
hour.
shaking his head. I can guarantee you right now, going, "Come on, baby, seriously."
And Marlon, you were talking about another one of my favorite areas. You're from Boston.
Yes, Jamaica Plain, same old place.
Okay. The name of the place is
It's
Same
called
Old Place?
Yeah, the same old place. It's an Italian restaurant.
All
I
right.
love them. And I love Mama Lisa's and some of them too.
Cool. And what is your go-to meal when you go there?
Oh, I go for their famous turkey club sandwich. They do it with love. They make their own bread.
Nice.
Oh my goodness! I ate this. Tears ran down my face. I was so happy.
Oh my goodness!
I just had to stand still for a moment and just regroup because it was so awesome. I don't know. Lately, I've been
It's
eating
just like
everything
after a
with
good night of good love, and you just like curled up in a ball. Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Glass of hot
I'm
cocoa.
an emotional eater. If I really love it, I wouldn't tell the world.
So, anyways, if you don't know who Marlon or Kat are, first up, Marlon, I was doing a little bit of research on you. You're a comedian.
Some people say that.
Some people say it. You're just a funny guy. All right. But you're also right now working on a
I got
pilot. Well,
I
you got a bunch of
4
stuff going
reality
on.
shows. One reality show I'm doing right now is called The Marlon Gina Show. I'm shooting pilot for BET. It's a show about me working on Hollywood movies, me trying to balance finding love, and everything bad happens to me. Like, whenever I try to do something positive, I get in a relationship, and it makes me lose focus. And it's like the whole world feels bad for me. I've been attacked this year. I got bit by a raccoon about 6 months ago at nighttime.
I don't mean to laugh,
I was at CVS in JP, and this lady was feeding these pigeons, and I went out there, and I got attacked, and all these pigeons was attacking my face, and I guess it was like viral on YouTube. They called me the big black man.
Oh my goodness!
Over 40 birds was attacking me. I'm just trying to find my love. I work with actors, models, artists. I help them find their way in the industry. I'm working with my goddad, Maurice Starr, who brought out New Kids on the Block.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on a big
So
project.
you got a little bit of power behind you.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just trying to do this on your own.
Oh, yeah.
You got a little bit of help.
A little help.
And now we also have Casey Hill, who is founder and owner of His and Her Secrets.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so I've been doing direct sales for 24 years, my entire life. I started His and Her Secrets back in 2007. It's a home party direct sales company. So we sell lingerie, and we're all about romance and beauty and helping women to feel beautiful. And we have things for men, too. We do have pajamas for men and underwear for men and boxers for men to help men feel beautiful and sexy and romantic, too.
I got to say one thing, though. I did go through the website.
As I have a smile
for
looking
research.
at you.
I was going through the website for research, not for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get that out there. And as I was going through, I noticed you don't have sizes for the fluffier guys.
Yeah.
We do have plus sizes. There's double X and triple X.
I can get one leg into that. Now,
Okay, I'll have to work on this.
and the other thing I got to point out is tonight almost didn't happen because Casey is a little bit afraid of clowns.
Yeah, I think it's time to spring for a
okay,
new
we
headshot
shouldn't be
for you.
telling everybody this because I can see where this is going to go. But go ahead.
Just a couple weeks before
am.
Halloween.
Yesterday.
I know.
Oh, my God.
We actually covered quite a bit of this.
So-
There have been clowns that have been shot,
Right.
beat up.
One got raped, I heard.
Okay. So
So-
can I vindicate myself on this? Because what happened specifically is, so Tony's like, oh, speak to Ed about doing the show because I'm friends with Tony Jones, and he's like, and Ed's on my Facebook too, but Ed has a clown face on as his profile picture, and I got freaked
It's
the
not
F
just
out.
It's actually my face. Granted, it's in paint, but it's my face.
I know it's your face, but you looked a little scary, and I am a mom, and we're like all American family. We're a family company, and we try to keep things. And I try to stay away from things that are a little, controversial. And this clown thing is a little controversial. And Marlon knows that's why I do things with Marlon because he's a family guy too, and we try to keep it family friendly. And I'm like, I don't want to be affiliated with the clown stuff, and I was afraid, but I was a little bit afraid. I was having anxiety. Metro's like, honey, he had to lure me with Chinese food. He's like, baby, if you go do the radio show, you'll have Chinese food for supper.
Honestly, if he wants to spring for a couple extra egg rolls, I'll do it.
He'll even eat
Metro,
him
honey,
dressed as a clown.
Ed wants some egg rolls, baby. You gotta give Ed some egg rolls.
It's funny we're talking this topic too because I was just talking to my lead actor.
The egg roll topic or the clown topic
clown
or the
thing, we're talking about peace. We're gonna do like a scene for Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, yeah.
And Daniel's gonna be acting as Mr. Rogers. I just found out he was a minister. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mr. Rogers was an ordained minister.
Really?
And he also had
Oh
a
my
hell of a
goodness.
car. He used to drive around this 63 convertible Corvette.
No way.
Yeah, he was from Nantucket. I did a lot of research on this stuff because everyone keeps being a clown, everyone throws that pedophile thing at you. And then you have to counteract with, well, no, not really. I'm married. The only kids I deal with are in my own family. Other than that, I hate kids. Keep them away from me. I really don't want to be associated with anyone else's Rugrats except for the ones that I'm actually, legally obliged to be around.
The law makes you take care of them.
Yeah, well, and of course, as we say this, if you look out the windows behind us, there's a playground, and legally, I can actually go into the playground when no one else is there. So we'll stop right there.
I think it's taking a turn.
So, but anyways, I do have plus sizes for women, and they do go up to 5X for the women because maybe I love women more than. Okay, I didn't mean it that way.
I think we can just talk about this for the rest of the night. Astronomically.
See, this is what happens whenever I get in a radio room or a television room full of men. Is I say something and it just comes
Actually,
out.
this isn't bad. I actually had a sex therapist, sex educator on a couple months back, and the one question, I used to have a co-host, the one question he asked is the one that I would not ask. And if you want to find out, I'll tell you off the air because I don't want to relive that hysteria. Why don't we take a break, though? We're going to leave here with a song from a band I got to see a couple weeks back over at the Parlor. The name of the band is Adapter. The name of the song, Now Who's Alone? We'll be back in a minute.
I'm still standing, I'm standing on my own. Yeah, I'm still standing, no whereabouts that I will know. Well, years pass since last we met, and I still wish you hadn't gone. standing here alone. I keep waiting for these regrets to be upon. But the light that you cast down on me, well, it just can't be outshone.
right, that was Blindside Thunder. She Wants Sex. Before that, we heard Adapter. And well, I thought it would be just fitting with what we got going on here because Casey, clowns.
Oh my God.
I'm still
Clowns
thinking about
need loving too.
Can we please stop talking about clowns?
I'm still thinking about that 5X lingerie.
Hey, I can still wear the earrings I used to wear in high school. All right.
You know, I have on something from my line. My bustiers from my line.
Unfortunately, we're on radio and they can't see it.
But I put it on my
Unfortunately-
Facebook. It's on Facebook.
I'm just saying, fortunately, we are here and we can see it.
Right.
It is beautiful, I have to say.
It is.
I'm colorblind. I know it's a dark color, but I cannot tell you exactly what color it is.
It's burgundy.
Burgundy.
I was going to wear that same thing today. That would have been totally awkward.
It would have been
I think that next
Absolutely
time we
goes.
should be twinsies, Tony.
No, I got to say, and this is just the biker in me, I'm noticing the chrome clasps going down the front.
Yes. It has grommet clasp.
Well, I don't know the technical term.
Grommets.
I'm a
It's
guy.
old
It's chrome. It's
school.
shiny.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need to know.
As I look at his wife in dismay.
And everybody knows I have a wife. No one's ever heard her
Give
voice unless
props
they've come
to the
here.
wife. I'm going to say prayers for you tonight. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, everybody does. She's been putting up with me for
By the
decades.
way, I love Ed's wife. She is very, very delightful.
The unsung heroes of what we do here.
She is. She is
She's-
definitely the hero.
She's put me to bed more times when I basically couldn't function after a show. And oh yeah, and she gets my butt up. I almost dropped the A
You
word.
bum.
But yeah, by the way, I want to thank my friend over at Kingston Liquors who keeps sending me the nips. We're dipping into them. Well, at least I am. Everyone else is just looking at them like they're
Yeah.
a decoration.
Well, I have to drive, so I want to be responsible.
Well, so you can only have like 3 or 4.
There you go. See? Yeah.
Road soda.
I'm the designated driver of this.
Well, speaking of drinking, I got to just do a little sidebar here because, Sean Six from WZLX, he's the host of Six Strings, the show on ZLX. He introduced me to something on Friday night, the new Jack Fire. Cinnamon flavored whiskey. Of course, everyone knows Fireball. We're not going to promote them, but I say that as I have a little nip bottle of it
Now
on the
there's
table.
Temptation Island.
But the Jack Fire, I got to say, I like it more than the Fireball. Something, if you're out there at the clubs, you definitely want to check it out. And again, Sean, thank you for buying me the first round.
And Sean is just a cool guy.
He is. He's wicked cool.
I'm Facebook friends with him. I've chatted with him a few times. He's an awesome guy.
I
He's
got
a
to
cool
say,
dude.
he literally can't. Every time I see him, which has only been a handful of times, comes up, big hug, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
And in the middle of a metal show where I'm wearing earplugs, I can barely hear as it is. The bands are going full bore. He wants to have a conversation about the evolution and demise of heavy metal music. So, yeah, at like 10 o'clock, and I've been going since 3 in the afternoon. So it was very difficult, but we got through it. So, Sean, thanks. If you're listening, thanks. I'm going to post you, tag you in this anyways when we post it up on Facebook. But getting back, Casey Hill, tell us a little bit more of how you get started in the lingerie lines.
Okay, so seriously, I randomly had a bunch of life events that I'm from New England. I'm from West Warwick, Rhode Island. I was born and raised here, and I had a bunch of life events that I relocated to Georgia. And I literally had a friend down there that just looked at me one day and said, "You work so hard for all these other direct sales companies that you've worked for." Because I have always been a top 10 national leader in direct sales. Like, I'm a big money maker in the direct sales industry when I've worked with other companies. And always been at the top of my game. And he was like, you should do your own company. I wanted to do something that was different than everything else out there. And like Marlon, I have always had a difficult time with romance. I've always thought I found Mr. Right, but it always ended up being Mr. Wrong up until my new relationship that I finally have found Mr. Right, and I have a wonderful relationship now. But one of the things I started analyzing, like what goes wrong in relationships, I had some friends too, and I would have people, talking to me a lot about relationships, and I noticed that people were missing the old-fashioned romantic values, like people stop dating each other when they're in a relationship, and they stop holding hands, and they stop being romantic, and women stop looking sexy and beautiful for the men and whatnot. And I went in the day of, and especially once I started the company, I'd have men messaging me saying, I wish that my other half would wear, a nightie for me or wear lingerie for me and look beautiful. And then I'd hear the women's side of it, with women saying, but I feel embarrassed to wear, women actually saying that they would feel self-conscious to wear something sexy for their man. So there's this barrier that I wanted, a bridge I wanted to build between, because the women are saying that they felt that the men, they were shy to do this around men because of, and it all comes down to media exploiting, making women feel like the difference between trashy and sexy is what it bottom line comes down to. Women not wanting to, with lack of a better way of putting it, and I'll put it very bluntly, women don't want to look slutty. And there's a difference between slutty and sexy, bottom line. I'm sure every man in the room can say that, and I'm sure that Ed's wife can agree with that. There's a difference between trashy and sexy and beautiful. You can be classy and beautiful and sexy, and that's what His and Her Secrets is all about. And teaching couples to be romantic and keep the romance alive.
We don't have that problem here. Ed comes down looking sexy each and every week.
Ed's very sexy.
I'm actually dressed more than I usually am. Normally, I don't even wear shoes.
Right now, he's got candles and rose petals all over the room, and it's
we have aromatherapy candles burning over.
We
in the
have
corner.
some prosecco getting ready to pop open, and nice veal parm coming in, and
it's a little more layered because fall's coming.
We've got the layers.
I like leaving a little bit to the imagination.
Yeah, it's the classy old school way. Yeah, I can
so
say that.
I can speak for myself.
Like a classic Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I can't even.
I know I can speak for myself or with my relationship. Communication is huge.
Right.
And as long as you're comfortable with that other person, my wife knows she can come in with welding mask and sneakers on, and I will love her the same as if she came in with
and that's what
Eeyore
it's all
pajama
about.
pants and a baggy sweatshirt like she was dressed all
and that's
this
what
morning.
it's all about.
Love you too, honey.
Right. But that's what it's all about. The same thing with, my other half and I, he tells me I'm beautiful when I'm wearing yoga pants and a tank top. And then he says, I'll never get the West Warwick girl out of the West Warwick. He goes, I can take the West Warwick girl out of West Warwick, but I'll never get the West Warwick out of the West Warwick girl. Yes, honey, I said that live on air.
Now, my question is, where is the tie-in? How did you and Casey
It was
match up?
It was.
It was. This is something that needed to happen because I know Marlon G in the show. I work with people that also battle with depression, actors, models, artists that help people follow their dreams. In the middle of following your dreams, you're battling against self-esteem, and self-esteem happens a lot at home. When you look yourself in the mirror, you might not like what you see. That's where Casey Hill comes in. She has the clothes to make the woman feel comfortable about themselves, because sometimes a woman, they have their baby, they have maybe 20, 30 extra pounds of weight on them, and they don't feel sexy like they did maybe even in their college years. Or we just on the Marlon Show, I'm trying to give people self-esteem. I'm helping them follow their dreams, letting you know that you can look beautiful no matter what skin you're in. You're beautiful the way you are. Follow your dreams. Don't be afraid.
Absolutely.
To try to achieve your goal.
Right.
And now this is what station or what channel you working
I'm
this with?
shooting pilot for BET. I'm also looking at other networks too. Whatever network is interested, but my main goal was BET, but I'm open to anything. I'm also in the process of doing a movie I wrote called 15 Seconds. I was coming through a bad relationship, bad marriage, and I was feeling depressed, and I took 36 ibuprofen, 600 milligrams. I was going to commit suicide. I was crying. I was going through a lot of stuff, and God gave me this vision to write. So I started writing. In my movie 15 Seconds, God gives you 15 seconds to have closure with a loved one that passed away. So in my movie, I wrote a script about a woman being married and for 40 years, and her husband died of a heart attack in my movie. And the wife is doing the dishes, she's crying, and she's talking to God. She's saying, God, I'm used to my husband having 3-piece suit, flowers, and a card. He'll come in the kitchen door and surprise me when I'm doing the dishes, and he'll scare the heck out of me. I'm not going to get that this year. As she's crying and talking to God, she drops the dish, it shatters. As she bends down to pick up the dish, her husband walks through the kitchen door with a 3-piece suit, flowers, and a card. He's like, honey, I'm only here for 15 seconds. I want you to live your life. I want you to know I'm in a better place. I got other segments of people that passed away that's getting closer. What would you do for 15 seconds? How far are you willing to travel to get that 15 seconds if God gave you 15 seconds? So that's another movie I'm doing.
I got to say, that's a little deeper than what I was actually expecting.
Yeah.
No, he's very. Marlon and I are both very into that everything happens for a reason. We're both very religious people, and we actually are very spiritual. We're both believe in that God makes everything happen for a reason, and that's another thing that connects us. We started networking through, I believe that we connected on Facebook through mutual. We both have a lot of celebrity friends, and because of, I have a lot of celebrity friends from what I do. I've been in the public eye a lot with my business and being out there with my company, and he, because of what he does, and we just connected. And Marlon asked me one day, he's like, hey, I'm doing this, Marlon Gina show. Would you, I'd like to have you come on, as a guest and whatnot. And we were trying to, do a different connection, how we do things and whatnot. So, but we actually both are. A lot of people don't realize that about either one of us. A lot of people look at me often as, oh, she's the lingerie lady, and that's all they see of me. And I'm very into helping in the community.
Well, I actually
and doing a lot
remember
of
because
stuff.
I've been on your Facebook for quite a while.
I know.
You also sing. You
I
have
do.
A lot of facets, which
I
we're going to cover
sing.
in just a few minutes
I'm gonna have
because
some music on my show too.
Well, I have to finish recording it. I was signed, but I wasn't pleased with. Sorry, I'm having a chair issue because I'm a girl.
Mix and master of the music.
I wasn't pleased with the person who was doing my mixing with my tracks. And,
you need to go to Cool Smiles on Brockton.
There may be some music happening right here with me and Marlon now.
So before we get into the music,
Eddie's hearing it first, and Tony's hearing it. They're both smiling. They're like, it's happening here first, so we've got dibs.
Actually, we're going to cut to a break so we can talk about this offline because there's a few other local people in Rhode Island. Unfortunately, Joe Moody had passed, but there are a few local guys that we can point you in the right direction. But we'll talk about that off the air. Right now, we're going to go to Sorrow Seed. The name of this song is Nemesis Engine. We'll be back in a minute. All right. As you can tell, we're just continuing on the conversation we were having off there. But that was Gomorrah, Burn of Perseverance. Ah, there it is. Before that, we heard Nemesis Engine by Sorrow Seed. Now, by the way, if you want to be on the air, you want to get your music on the air, you want to promote any events you got coming up, hit me up, mynightoutradio@verizon.net. Check out mynightoutri.com for all your upcoming events. My Night Out, Facebook /My Night Out, Twitter, which I am actually currently monitoring, thanks to Tony's prodding and a rubber hose beating me to turn it on. You hit me up, DJ Psycho Eddie, also on Instagram. Kat did that. Marlon did that. You guys, if you want to get on, you can do it too. So
Get my artist, Cassie Monroe. She's my newest artist. Trying to get her some shows too, get her music out there. She's wonderful. She opened up for some celebrities. She's doing some big things.
cool. Have her get in touch with us. Send us some of her music, as long as it's radio friendly.
Oh,
we will
yeah,
definitely get it on. So you guys actually have an event coming up just a little while.
Yes. Who's going to speak?
Oh.
Do you want me?
I want to hear that voice on the
Marlon,
radio.
we're like twins. We said
Okay.
it at the same time. Yeah, so Marlon and I are having a His and Her Secrets lingerie party for guys and girls next Sunday, the 23rd of October.
6 p.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. I said 6 p.m. because I'm going to be there an hour early just to get
Yes,
started.
we're going to be Marlon and I are going to be there for certain early to set up, but everybody else come at 7, and you can say the location.
Yes, it is 1590 Dorchester Ave. It's going to be amazing. You're going to see some stuff that's really going to make you appreciate life. From His and Her Secret, it's going to make your marriage better. It's going to make your relationship.
What's the name of the venue?
We are filming at Special Effects Hair Studio with Erica. She's doing some amazing things. She's working with me on 2 other reality shows. We're going to be filming some other movies at her location. She's doing some big things.
All right. Now, if someone wanted to take a look at your line, your products, how would they do that?
Okay, so we have a website, www.hisandhersecrets.com.
Okay.
And you can shop online. You can also get me a message if you have any questions on there. We're also on Facebook. We have 2 pages, His and Her Secrets and His and Her Secrets LLC. You can find me and friend request me on Facebook. My business name is Casey Hill, a K and a C, and then Hill. And then I have my big page that you're on, the Catherine Cat Cahill. That's my birth name, but someone made me change my name.
Facebook hell.
Facebook hell. Facebook put me through hell and made me put my real name from my business name on it.
I went for almost 4 years, 5 years as DJ.
DJ, I know you did.
And I
Right.
got locked out, and I had to actually send them a picture
I
of my
did.
license.
Yeah, me too. That's what happened, and they made me change it. But I still have my Casey Hill pages. And we do lingerie parties. If anyone's interested in having a lingerie party, you can earn free lingerie. The average parties right now are earning women $100 to $200 in free and discounted lingerie. And you can become a sales agent and earn money. You earn 25 to 35% of your sales as a sales agent. And the average party right now is earning the sales agents between $100 and $150 a night doing a lingerie party. And I've been doing this for 24 years. I am a top leader in the industry, and I do lead everybody that comes into my company, so I can teach anyone how to make as much money as they would like to make with the company.
Cool. Now, there's been a third voice that no one has heard, and we haven't really addressed it.
No.
But Dan McCready is here.
Yes. Oh, I'm acknowledged.
We are acknowledging Dan McCready because right now he is shooting video.
Yep.
So we actually have video evidence of me drinking on air.
But as an Irishman, I must appreciate the fact that you're drinking Guinness.
Well, Guinness is just
Right.
the what we had left in the fridge because I already killed the Narragansett.
Well, fair enough. Okay.
So, what is your tie-in with all this? Because I know I talked into a microphone earlier, and it wasn't in studio. So tell me a little bit about what you got going on.
Well, I'm here with the lovely Marlon. Yes, he's very lovely in person, ladies.
He's a wonderful guy.
Oh yeah. I'm
He
part
is.
wingman, so I'm also trying to help him out too with the romance. But I'm on the Marlon Gina show. I do some interviews with people, let people know what's going on behind the scenes, and also I'm the jerk boss.
The jerk boss.
Yeah, it's a jerk boss.
That the actual term, or we're just
Well, that's the technical term.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what people call me, I can't repeat on the radio. So.
RMF?
Oh, there are worse things than that.
Oh,
things
okay.
and in multiple languages too. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what actually qualifies you as said jerk boss?
Well, there was somebody who said they were very busy, and that's why they couldn't handle all the customers. So I said, well, I'll take some time off your hands, and you can leave and not come back and not get paid.
I don't see a problem with that.
I didn't either. I thought that was being very civil.
I actually show up here every single week, and I don't get paid either.
No, the check's in the mail.
See,
the
that's
check's
just
in the mail.
called being the boss. I have that problem with
Yeah.
people sometimes too, and that's where I got the nickname Miranda, like as in Miranda from the movie
Yep.
The Devil Wears Prada. And no, I'm a businesswoman, and
Yep.
if you're security for Dixie Diva Club Tour and you show up and you're on drugs or you're drunk, I cleaned that up. I was about to have something else fly out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
radio, you gotta be-
you
yeah.
can go home because I'm not paying you to be intoxicated or
and
I'm
that's-
paying you to.
Well,
be
that just
secure.
canceled me from the
And that's, yep.
Sorry, my businesswoman just
Yeah.
came out, and no, I'm very friendly.
And my brother, my on-screen brother on the show, he's the nice guy. We have a hair business together. He's the nice guy. He handles the salon and all that. And I'm the money guy. But the workers kind of step all over him. They take advantage of him. So
His name is Daniels.
Yeah,
Name
we're the Daniel brothers.
Government name,
Yeah,
brothers.
that's right. And
Did you just say government name?
government name? Yeah. Yeah, we're brothers from another mother and another father. So
Can we find another Casey so we can have government Casey's?
I think we need one. We're
I
working
think
that
we
into
need
the
to
show.
do that.
Yeah, we need to.
It
we
should
need
be
to
a
sit down and
thing.
Make sure that gets done, Marlon.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Well,
Yeah.
If you've ever had to do business dealings with me, aside from radio, because as you can tell, I'm very laid back with this. But if it's actual money transaction, I have earned the nickname Harry the Bastard.
Yeah. Yeah. You can say that?
Oh, I can say that.
Okay. Can I?
I am actually proud of
Can I
it.
say that?
I've
I
made,
think that's a medical term. So we're
Okay.
good.
All right. Now, see, now I know.
I've
Okay.
made car dealers, guys trying to sell cars. I've walked in and my wife will just walk away.
Yeah.
I want that car.
She's starting
Okay.
the getaway car.
She walks away, and by the time I'm done, I have the dealer, the manager, and probably either the owner or the main general manager of the dealership at the desk with me, and I won't budge. Even if it's 15 cents, I will not budge. It's like, no. And I have walked away from deal, hell of a deal. No, you got to come down 15 cents. Well, why can't you spend 15 cents? Because I don't want to. And I just torture people.
Well, that's a good way to get a good deal.
I'm actually starting to smile. If you review this, I am
See
smiling.
the smile.
Because I love torturing people.
Yeah.
Mostly dressed as a clown, though.
Oh.
Stop!
That's a whole different.
There is no more clowns. If we come here again and you're dressed like a clown, I swear.
I
Well,
did walk in with a red
I
nose.
will tell you
but
one
that's
thing.
acne.
I currently hold a record, and I tell everybody this because I kind of love it.
Mm-hmm.
I've made 3 people wet themselves in one day at the Rhode Island Comic Con.
I don't think you could scare me. And that's a challenge.
Next time you come here, he'll be in a piece of your 5X lingerie.
That's a
With the
sight.
clown paint. Okay, we got to get back to a little bit more music. Here's a band I haven't played in quite a while. Name of the band is Death by Fame.
Oh, that's a good way to go.
Name of the song is Blackout. We'll be back in a minute.
Just as crazy as I ever been. I guess I must have blacked out again. So why are you crying? Why are you crying? There are things that I'll never see, and there are things that I'll never be. Sometimes I let it get the best of me. I play the blanket all out again. So good night. This is the match to the fire, and it burns so deep within me. Can't let me stop tonight.
All right.
Say.
That
Say
was
something.
Echoes of Petra. Name of that song, Reaching. Before that, we had Death by Fame. Name of that song was Blackout. In studio, we've had Casey Hill. We've had Marlon Janus. We had Dan McCready.
Yep.
If someone wants to get a hold of you guys, if they want to, be on, if they want to be part of your show, or let's aim the mic at you.
Yes.
Talking to the mic.
Reach me on the MarlonGenusShow.com. Reach me on Facebook, Marlon Genus. That's MARLIN, last name GENAS on Facebook. Look me on Instagram. I have a lot of footage of different projects I worked on, videos. I'm working on Love in Hip Hop Boston right now. I'm working on the Marlon show, but we're just talking on break. We have another show. We might want to make a little info about that.
Casey
later.
and Marlon show.
Yeah.
I mean, just that little teaser. We're just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Breaking
Now, if-
news.
There might be a
The
wacky next door
teaser.
neighbor too. All I'm saying.
Yeah. Shout out to Grand Royal Productions too. Sean Smith. He's doing some big stuff.
And if someone wants to get a hold of Casey over here, if they want to be one of your sales assistants, how would they do that?
They can contact me through the website, hisandhersecrets.com, or you can find me on any of my pages on Facebook, either Casey Hill or His and Her Secrets, or like I said, if you're on my big page, Catherine Cat Cahill, you can contact me through any of them, or by all means, if any of your fans or Marlon's fans are interested, they can contact me through you guys and just pass them along to me. But
I will definitely relay the message if anyone hits me up with it. By the way, if you want to be part of the show, if you want to get some of your music out there, if you want to be on the show, if you want to talk about whatever events you have coming up, hit me up, My Night Out Radio at Verizon.net, MyNightOut.com, Facebook /My Night Out, Twitter and Instagram, DJ Psycho Eddie or My Night Out RI. Guys, I got to thank you for coming out tonight. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yes.
Dan McCready, thank you. I know I really didn't touch upon you that much.
No, it's okay. I'm just.
Francesca Castro.
Thank you.
Being ignored.
he didn't touch Dan too much.
I didn't touch Dan
I
hardly at
w-
all.
none-
We have video evidence of this.
Special effects for the here too. Thank you.
And I got to say, my face literally hurts from laughing so much over the past hour. Hell of a job this week, Eddie.
Thank you. We're going to leave here with a great band. I found them about 2 years ago. The name of the band is H2O. The song is Nothing to Prove. Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Many have come and many will go, but 20 years later, who's still running the show? Hard times have come our way. We held it down and kept the PMA. With only one voice, we have more to say. Still, but we max. Casey,